The north of Ireland is in a serious economic and political crisis. Families are being hammered by a cost of living crisis.
Hospitals are sharing key life and death services. 1 in every 7 people are waiting on hospital waiting lists. 300,000 people are living in poverty.
45,000 people are on housing waiting lists. Key public servants are forced to strike for a decent day's pay.
And yet, the Stormont establishment has no plan in how to deal with this issue.
The elephant in the room is that we do not have the budget to provide proper housing, health, education, local government, or even decent wages.
How is it acceptable that the Stormont establishment, in the jaws of a cost of living crisis, can not turn up to work, yet take a wage, whilst increasing rates on struggling families?
Aontú condemns the increase in rates across the north of Ireland, and Aontú will not increase rates in the future during a cost of living crisis.
In any other Western country, this level of hardship and political dysfunction would be met with protests on the streets. But this is not any other Western country. This is the only Western state where one political party can crash the political institutions, refuse to work and still keep taking their wages.
If you want the North to change, then you have to change the way you vote.
If we continuously vote to keep the other side out, we keep everyone out.
Many people think Aontú vote for other parties out of habit or misplaced loyalty.
Many people vote for other parties who are actually damaging their core values. Thankfully, change is on the way.
Right around Ireland, a new grassroots movement is building. People are changing their votes to Aontú. If you want change, change your votes.
Aontú is the party of reform. It's Aontú that has led the campaign to reform the executive, so it can't be crashed by the DUP, Sinn Féin or anyone else.
Aontú also led the way in calling for the salaries of stay-at-home MLAs to be stopped. If an MLA does not do their job, they should not get paid. Aontú are also seeking the devolution of economic powers from London to Belfast. We are the party of self-determination for all Ireland.
Aontú's ambition in this election is simple: to return Aontú councillors across the north, to uphold sustainable public services, to have your back. We have no intention of becoming part of the cosy club of the establishment parties. We're there to fight for you, and that's what we'll do.
Aontú has the economic determination to equalise corporation taxes both north and south, to draw in international investment and to create well-paid jobs for our young people so that they can raise their families here in Ireland.
This will also create the necessary funds to power our hospitals, our education system, our public transport and our local authorities.
Aontú pushed back against the closure of hospital services. Thousands attended Aontú's protests for better healthcare nationwide.
Only Aontú is taking practical steps towards Irish unity, tabling legislation to give Northern MPs speaking rights in the Dáil. Only Aontú has created legislation for a state commission of investigation into British collusion.
Níl ach Aontú I ghlacu céimena practicala chun éire Aontaithe a bhaint amach. I ghlacu céimena practicala chun dlíthe a chur a bhéim tríd an Dáil agus sa tuisceart. Seasan Aontú san ar deanga, ar gultar agus ar náisiún. Ní bhíonn bu a gan codúlan éire a Aontú. Aontú is the only nationalist party to oppose the imposition of British abortion legislation for children up until birth with a disability. Aontú has the compassion to support the right to life of everyone.
In this election, Aontú are fielding our largest candidates team ever. And I'm immensely proud at the calibre of these candidates. These are able men and women who are invested in the future of their local communities. These are hospital campaigners, educationalists, entrepreneurs, human rights activists, healthcare workers, and legal experts. And the one thing they have in common is they want to fix the dysfunction that exists in the governance of the north of Ireland. Take the first step to fix the dysfunction that is damaging our country. Change your vote. Vote Aontú number 1. Vótáil Aontú Ibrahim.